Hey, John from FatStacksBlog.com here today to present and show you step by step how I created this, what I call a bolted email sign-up form. This will show up on all posts as well as the home page. It's been very effective in terms of sign-up rate, so I'm very pleased with that. I also like the stretch design, which I'm also going to show you. It's fairly simple with the software that I use. Before I get into all that, I just want to mention that this presentation is sponsored by zoic, which is machine learning for publishers. They have a lot of really cool high-tech tools and software for publishers. My favorite is the ad split testing. Basically just fires ads in all different configurations on your pages as visitors arrive, and it maximizes your revenue on every single URL based on where the visitors are coming from, how they integrate, how they move around on your page, and so forth. It's very cool. Okay, so how do we get this here? Well, the first tool that we need for this is OptinMonster. Create an account. They have a bunch of pricing plans. It is fairly expensive, but it's not bad if you don't get a whole lot of page views. And FatStacks doesn't actually get a whole lot of page views. Somewhere in the 37,000 visitors per month. So it's not a horrendously expensive piece of software, and I get a lot out of it. Create a new campaign, click inline, and it'll filter out your inline forms. Now, several of these may do the job. I'm not sure, I didn't try them all, but the one that I do like is at the bottom. It's called transparent. So use that, and it will load just like this. As you can see, it looks very similar to what I am using on FatStacks. I kind of tweaked the colors a little bit, got rid of this, got rid of this. I didn't want it quite so long to show up on the page, so I just cut it down to here. You're going to want to go through every setting here very carefully along the top, the tabs here, as well as your success, and methodically go through everything because you don't want to miss these, and there's a lot of options in terms of setting up your forms. Once it's done, you save it, and then you go into the OptinMonster plugin portal on your website. So there's a plugin that you would add that's OptinMonster, and it'll sync with your account, and then your forms will show up here, and this is how you can control where they display. All we want to do this is the short code, the OptinMonster short code for that particular form that we created, which I call top site-wide, and I would just click edit output settings, and the short code's right here. We would copy that. Now, here's where it may get tricky for you. It's how you implement it is going to depend very much on the theme you're using. Now, I recently switched over to GeneratePress, and they have this thing called Elements, and it's basically hooks, and I can put stuff anywhere on the site-wide, and it's very cool, and I really like that. I know Genesis by StudioPress, they also have that option, and several themes have basically what are called hooks, and you can implement that. Now, so if you don't have that with your theme, maybe there's a plugin you can get that can add hooks to your site, and then you can do this. I'm going to have to show you with the GeneratePress option that I have. You do need to get the paid GeneratePress. I believe it's a plugin. You have to get that in order for this to work. So you would go to, just got to find it, Appearance, GeneratePress, down here to Elements is what we're looking for. You can see I have the two here. So I did a separate one for the home page just because I wanted it to be a little bit bigger, and then I have the one that shows up on all the pages. The home pages, I'll just do this one here. This is all of them. You would create an add new for your element, but because I have one, I'll just show that to you, and you'll be able to do the same settings. This is where we paste our OptinMonster shortcode, and then you want to go to the first tab, the settings, and the hook is after header, which is right here. You obviously want to execute shortcodes because that's there, and then you update that, and then you go to display rules, and this is where you can dictate which pages it'll show up. Now, I want it on all posts, I want it on the blog page, and I want it on all archive pages, like the category and the tag pages. You don't have to do all these. You can, or you could add pages. I didn't put pages here for this. I just did blog posts. I excluded the front page because I created a separate form for that, but you don't necessarily have to do that. And you could customize your users. But that's it. Once that's done, it's you update that, and it should fire away. Again, no matter what theme you have, there should be some plugins out there that have that are just hooks plugins, and they'll add a hooks capability, which is this ability to basically just inject code in various parts of your theme. You can even try the add inserter plugin, but that's not necessary. You probably could make it work to show up above your header or sorry, below your primary navigation, like I did there, may not be as fluid. You're gonna have to play around with it. It depends on your theme. But if you're using GeneratePress, it's a piece of cake with the elements. I know with Genesis by StudioPress, which is a theme I used for a long time, they also have a hooks plugin. It works really easily there as well. Thanks for watching. That's it. This is very effective. The opt-in rates are very high for this. Much higher than the sidebar opt-ins or the ones below the post or even exit intent. This has proved to be very effective. If you have a high converting affiliate page or something on your niche site, you can also just put a button here and say, oh, check, obviously some enticing text that gets them to click to that page, and hopefully they will click and buy. Thanks for watching.